What's up, everybody? This is Tim Sykes, and this is a Monday motivational video. But aside from just fluff, we're really going to look to try and increase your productivity, increase your performance. And I read this great article on Inc.com, and it's a Navy SEAL's secret for pushing himself way beyond his supposed limits. And he uses the 40% rule. And if you go down and read this, I'll link this article so you can read the whole thing. But he's a marathon runner. And, most people actually do finish marathons when they do partake in them. 99% of people start them. And it's not that it's easy. It's because we have so much more in our reserve tank than we think we do. The Navy SEAL rule, the 40% rule, is he would say, the drill sergeant of the Navy SEALs would say that when your mind is telling you you're done, you're really only 40% done. And if he had a motto, if it doesn't suck, we don't do it. So with that in mind, this is why I post pictures of like $1 million. Some people are for it, some people are against it. It becomes like this controversial topic. Nearly 3,000 people have liked it in less than an hour. So a lot of people like this. This is, $1 million. And I show it because, not to be like a douchebag and brag about it, but to inspire you, to show you that you're capable of having this. I'm not that smart. I'm not that good at math. I have no special skills. My millionaire students, Michael Good, Tim Bertani, several other millionaire students who wish to remain private, upcoming millionaires like Mark Crook. All of us, we are not that special. What makes us different, what makes us have money like this, is that we work hard. And that's why I want to show you this stuff. I want to inspire you. If you look at what I posted Saturday night, I said, here's some cash and here's some liquor. Which do you choose? Unfortunately, a lot of people out there choose liquor, especially on weekends. They want to relax. They don't want to think about their life. They don't want to think about their jobs or their debts or, frankly, the fact that they think that they had so much more potential and life kind of caught up with them. And you don't need to be that way. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, I only trade because I like the challenge. I don't need money. Well, guess what? If you're in the stock market, you're doing it for some part money, okay? This is not communism here. The stock market is about making money. And the reason why I post this was $400,000, 400,000, $1 million. I want you to think big. If you look at academic studies from Latham and Locke, thinking big increases your overall performance every single day. When you have $1 million in front of you, when you have that goal, if you watch my How to Make Millions DVD, I said specifically when I was growing up, I had posters of Ferrari, Testarossa, and Lamborghini, and now I have them. It's kind of crazy. So dream big and work your ass off. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. In none of these pictures do I say, oh, here's $1 million. It's going to be so easy. No, it's going to be Lord of the Rings type hard. And I'm not talking about Lord of the Rings like Frodo should have just given the freaking ring to the eagles who could have dropped it in the mountain and you would have needed a trilogy. But it's a great trilogy, so I accept your apology, Frodo. Nothing about becoming a millionaire is that easy. You have to study your ass off. And even when you study, that doesn't guarantee you being a millionaire. You know how many mistakes I've made? Some people say, oh, Tim, I'm just going to learn on my own. I don't want to be distracted by other people's strategy. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. If you learn on your own, it's going to take you decades, even if you're really good to become a millionaire, okay? Those of us who have made it, we try and share what we've made and learned over the years. That's what this sale is all about. By the way, you have 24 hours from when this video is posted to save 30, 40, 50% on different newsletters. My newsletter, Superman, who just created his first millionaire student, Triforce, who actually is the millionaire student, Connor, who's turned a few thousand into nearly 500,000, and he's only 18. Learn from these traders. I'm not saying you have to duplicate their strategy or, follow their alerts, and you should never follow anyone's alerts, but learn from what they do. Learn from what they do right, learn from what they do wrong. We all have faults. None of us are perfect. And these DVDs that are 40, 50, 60, 70% off. Learn from Tim Bertani, Trading Tickers. He put in hundreds of hours of work into this DVD. There's over 36 live trades. You can hear what he's thinking. You can see how he sets up his spreadsheets. How to Make Millions is probably the best all-around, most comprehensive DVD in existence because it's 35 hours and it's only $297. It all goes to charity. I made it to basically show you how to make millions. It's not that you have to follow the strategy to a T. I'm sure you'll disagree with a lot of the stuff that I say, but at least it's a guide, and I want to show you that guide. So, with that in mind, here are some of my trades. My past two trades, I've been shorting CYCC. in my video lesson over the weekend, I specifically said I was going to be shorting CYCC. Friday night, I said I'm going to short CYCC. And the reason is it was up on a BS rumor on Friday that they were going to get acquired by KBIO. You never know if a rumor is going to be true or not. Okay, but I was buying it at 74, 75 cents, and I was shorting it in here around $1. So I had pretty much the dead on right move. I didn't catch the exact top. I didn't catch the exact bottom. I sold way too soon. I covered too soon. And then today I shorted it on this little morning bounce here at 81 and 82 cents. And it's dropped a little. But this is a good example of how I trade. You know, making a few hundred there. I've now made nearly 4.4 million this way. Okay, and a lot of you guys are, oh, it should be more, you're not a great trader. I've made 4.4 million, 4.3 million, okay? I don't care what you say, I have done better than 99.9999% of people. And now that I share every trade, good and bad, I think it's even more useful. You can look back over 15 years of trades and you can see that these are pretty much the same patterns. You know, it's kind of crazy. So study my trades, study other people's trades. This is one person I want to congratulate, N. Pampaloni. They said, so excited to be short from 102 at CYCC. And I said, this is why I teach. So N. Pampaloni got a better execution. I think it's her, actually. I think it's Nancy, who shorted a few cents higher than me and actually, you know, had the guts to hold over the weekend and banked nicely. I love when students do better than me. Okay, this is not a bad thing. This is what I want. If you have the whole framework, if you have all my thoughts and these DVDs and video lessons, you should be doing better than me, okay? Frankly, I am not the greatest trader. I know I'm a good trader. I know I'm profitable, which makes me, you know, better than 90, 95% of other traders. But you have what I see day in, day out. And even I'm not that my self-objective with my own trades. I wish I could, you know, take my emotions and my personality out and just watch my own video lessons and, you know, be like you. So you guys have that advantage. This is a tweet that I had. I'm going out of order because I'm traveling later today, but I wanted to get this video out. You know, don't forget to dream big and work your ass off to achieve all your dreams. Ignore naysayers and realize you can accomplish anything. This is very important. Here's Grant. I love this trade. GBSN in at 14.5, out at 17.5. SPDC in at 15.5, out at 18.5, chart art, and Grant posted this stuff. So again, making a few hundred here or there. I know it might not seem like a lot. I know people on Wall Street and family and friends will say, oh, it's gambling. Oh, penny stocks, they suck. Well, they're easier than higher price stocks. The patterns are more predictable. And you don't see anybody else creating millionaires on any other strategies. Okay? So I want to make that very clear. This was my Monday motivation. Here's Super Trades. He actually did create a millionaire, and I want to highlight him because this is awesome. He has 5 lessons from his newest millionaire student, and you know, he's made millions trading, but look at Matt, nice hair, Owens, and these are some lessons. Overcoming early challenges, okay? Matt's just in his early 20s. He lost 30% of his account in the beginning, okay, when he had no guidance. This is what I find. A lot of students don't want to necessarily pay for video lessons or DVDs. They're like, I'm just going to trade on my own. I don't want to, you know, use any money that hurts my trading account. And then they go and trade or invest on their own, and then they lose 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. I've heard of people losing 100 or 200,000 because they don't have the right rules. You know, it's like a med student going in to operate on a patient without graduating med school. That's stupid. Your patient is going to die. You need these rules. And Superman and I share these rules. Learning the rules and discipline. This is point number 2. Developing important skills. Okay? All of this stuff is required. And I'll link this blog post too with Superman because he has now created a millionaire student. He has several more on his way. And this is the beauty of being a trader and a teacher. It's about influencing other people's lives and not just making money on your own. Trading can be very boring, can be very solitary. You know, if I make 10,000 in a day, like I've done hundreds of times, that's cool, but the rush is gone for me. Now it's much better to see if I can help you make your own 10,000. As I said, I was there for Tim Grittani passing $1 million, and he only made 9,000 on the trade. And he's like, oh, that was a good trade. It's all right. He's very cool about it. And 3 years prior, he had $1,500 to his name. Pretty freaking amazing to go from 1,500 to $1 million. And now he's up to nearly 3 million. That is what I want for more people. And by the way, you trading challenge students, Tim Grittani is giving a webinar in about an hour. So I'm going to post this video as soon as possible so that you can watch it and then get in the trading challenge room and see Tim Grittani give his webinars. Here's Evan. I love this. Come on, give me 30 likes. Nope, still 28. That's fine. He says, what's amazing about Tim Sykes is that he's already a millionaire, yet puts so much time into teaching. He's genuine. This is beautiful. This is what I want, okay? This is what I love doing. It's not just about the money. It's about creating millionaires and influencing your lives for the better and giving you knowledge and allowing you to be self-sufficient, because I see what money can do. I can see what the stock market can do for people. You know, I have my own charity now. I'm so passionate about that. In a few days, I'm going to be feeding the homeless, and we're actually moving a family who has been on the streets. This guy and his young son, we're moving him into an apartment, and I'm furnishing it, and I'm getting him the apartment, and it's beautiful. That is what money can and should be used for. And that's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you everything I can, everything that I've learned over the years. Here is Legion of Profit Lee. This is awesome. Traded Heart, got in 2,000 shares at 248. Missed the entry, which is good to admit defeat. Scaled out till pattern broke at 288. Made 693 bucks. And this is Heart. Heart is today's runner. I was a little preoccupied with CYCC, and now I'm traveling later today, so I wasn't exactly in the right frame of mind to catch this. But I'm glad a lot of students did. HART is a great morning winner. GBSN just keeps going, nearly doubled. Freaking awesome. NETE. This one had a nice morning spike. This is the market that we're in. It's very speculative, and the chat room is nailing it. So congrats to this guy. Congrats to Nate. ORMP was a contract winner in 400 shares at 952, out at 1006, made $232 in profits. ORMP. What do I teach? Buy contract winners when they break the day high. Right here, it's breaking the day high. What did he get in at? 952, out at 1006. That's a good trade. Okay, and it actually went to 1060, so he underestimated it. I can't even give an alert on this. Okay, if I give an alert at 930, by the time you're even reading it, it's at 932, the stock has moved $1 a share. So for plays like this, you have to be prepared. And I'm glad that people like Nate were. This is straight out of my How to Make Millions DVD. Contract winners. Here's Gabrielle, great student. He says, when everyone else is promising free fish, thanks for teaching us to fish day in, day out. And that's the truth. I'm exhausted in this. This was like on day 3 of my recent Vegas conference. And, I'm so proud of putting on the event. It's a work, let me just tell you that. But met nearly 600 people in person. Gabrielle, great attitude. That's what this is. This is not just about me giving picks. It's about you learning rules and patterns so that you can fish on your own. Okay? CYCC was a great runner the other day on Friday, and I nailed that. Today, not so much, but I'm up nearly 1,000 today. I made roughly $3,000 on Friday. 1,000 here, 3,000 here. That adds up. And you'll see when I'm trading with just $12,000 next month, actually. Well, today's November 30th, but on January 1st, I'm going to be trading with just 12,000. A lot of the big time traders, they're saying you can't trade, you're going to just go back to the beginnings. Correct. I'm going back to the beginnings, not because I can't trade, but because I can trade. No big time trader ever goes back to their roots unless they lose it all, or unless they've lost big and they're trying to regain their confidence. I haven't lost big. I haven't lost it all. I'm going back because my focus is on teaching. I made nearly $1 million last year in trading profits, my best year ever. Forget about 99, forget about 2000, forget about 2001, 2002, 2003, when I, just was way too over aggressive of a trader. But last year, I had hardly any big losses, and I made nearly $1 million. Next year, I'm going to be trading with just $12,000 to start. And you're going to see step by step how I grow a small account and deal with the pattern day trader rule. A lot of you guys, I don't like the pattern day trader rule. I can't trade as much. Hold stocks overnight, okay? I know it's scary to hold overnight, so I'm not saying take big positions overnight. And when the stock is going against you, cut losses quickly, like KBIO. Tim Grittani was not short. Michael Good and I were both short, and yet we cut losses quickly on KBIO. Unlike a million other big traders who lost 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. You can always cut losses quickly no matter what your account size is if you play by the rules, if you take manageable position sizes. And that's what I teach. So I'm going to keep teaching this stuff. I got to get going. I'm losing my mind right here. Oh, I got to bring up several more students. I'm sorry. There's so many people here. M. Pampaloni, I talked about that. This was great. M. Pampaloni said, thanks. Your alert was perfect. I decided to hold over the weekend. I'm really glad you did. Fantastic. Self-sufficiency. That's what I love. Our man 18 made 40 cents on AVXL. That was another morning runner. There's so many plays right now. I can't even keep up. So our man made 40 cents there. You will made 174 bucks there and 150 there. Samurai Trader made 730 bucks on GBSN. Very nice trade, making nearly 30%. Jamie 96 says there's $1 million in your Instapick, and yeah, it's motivational. Definitely keep posting. Sykes student, I don't know if he's been drinking or just has vision problems, but he sees 1.2 million, which is not true. You will says you fucking rock, dude. Thank you. Akashic Trader said there's 500,000 in that stack of cash. I'm just bringing up these people to show you none of us are that smart, okay? And I'm not knocking them, it's just kind of funny to me that you're off by so much when seeing stacks of cash. You can count it individually if you take time. So I'm not ripping on them. It's okay to be wrong, okay? On guessing games, on stocks. None of us are geniuses. Not one. I have not met any geniuses, okay? And that's okay. Intelligence is not required to be a great trader. Discipline is. Having the right strategy is. Here is Pass Wheezy in AVXL at 754 out of 790. Nice 40 cents a share, 400 bucks profit. EFUT made 300 bucks, and then again another 300. So that's $1,000. Don't knock making 500 or 1,000 or 200, whatever it may be. When you add gains up like this, that is how you become a millionaire. It's really kind of funny. People don't realize it. People are like, you need these big gains to have this stuff. And here is my Lamborghini, by the way, okay? And I post pictures like this to remind you that this sale, yes, is going on for only a few more hours. But, I dreamt of having this Lamborghini when I was a kid. And to be able to get it, it's not even about the car. It's about, having a goal, challenging yourself to get it, and then getting it. And the reality of owning a Lamborghini is very different from what I thought. But who cares? The fact that I have it, I can now get rid of it and buy something else. And you'll see I actually got a new exotic car. I'll be posting pictures in a little bit because it's fun for me, okay? Once you have this kind of money, you can have fun. And it's not so much about this mediocre life that you hate or 9 to 5. So I'm going to keep posting this stuff. I want to show you $1 million in cash. I want you to hold this. I want you to feel it. I want you to have this in your own bank accounts over time. And it's going to happen if you study, if you train like a freaking Navy SEAL, and, you have to take it trade by trade. And don't ever, 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 ever let anybody say you can't get this. Don't ever let any naysayer say, oh, stock trading, the stock market, it's all gambling. I've heard all kinds of criticisms. That is why I show every trade. That's why I show my top students trades. There's a lot of traders out there who don't make money, That's fine. I'm not saying that 90 to 95% of my students make money. I don't know the percent, frankly, because a lot of students aren't into transparency, for better or worse. But I will tell you that those who do post their trades on Profitly and show everything publicly, they do better because the community protects them. The community makes them more honest. Look at this new feature on Profitly. More and more of you guys are using it. You're talking about losses. You're talking about the reason why you bought. You're having watch lists. This guy got banned for a week in chat. Whatever the lesson is, okay, talk about it. The community is there. We're trying to support each other because we all want to get richer. We all want to be more profitable. And it's not a competition of trader versus trader, okay? The competition is really you, In order to make $1 million, it's you. I don't think you realize this. This is within your grasp. If you structure your life around studying and your future, that means sacrificing, sometimes going out with friends or family and saying, you know what, I got to stay in, I got to study. I got to be better prepared for future plays. I did that all senior year of high school. All my friends hated me, but it also set me up to become a millionaire. So you have to make choices in your life. You can go out, party, you can play video games, watch movies, drink, smoke weed, do whatever you want, but understand that takes away from your future potential. Studying, I know it's not fun, but studying, I'm smacking my hands when I say it to put the emphasis on it. Studying is going to change your life because we have created a whole platform with rules and patterns. And when you utilize those rules and patterns, you will become my next millionaire student. And you too will have $1 million cash like this. So dream big, study hard, and I'll see you guys in the chat room. And remember to take advantage of that sale right now. If you have any questions, oh, I need to trade, I need to follow hot picks. No, you need to study, okay? Study, study, study. Stuff like this, and study, DVDs. This is what you need. Not more hot picks, more preparation. Remember that. Preparation comes far before any consistent profits. And many people, they're seeing these plays, they're missing them. It's because they're not prepared. So you have the opportunity every single night when the stock market is closed, every single weekend to prepare. And right now you have an opportunity to save big on your preparation studies. So take advantage of it. Again, happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys in the chat room.